Playoff of NFL Primetime, Wild Card Saturday edition. Boomer, Booger, and now we go. Everybody but the one seeds in action this week. And we've heard of Aloha Friday, of course.
Yeah.
This is Harbaugh Saturday. They're both at the Harbaughs were in action.
And no doubt. And it's always fun to get to the tournament, Boom, because once the tournament starts, the real players have to show up and play.
Yeah, and if they don't, it's say to the golf course or whatever it is that they're fishing or whatever they would like to do. Wherever they want to go. And none of the players, even though that sounds good with some of the cold weather games that we're going to be having, none of them wanted to go there. Look, the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's like they know each other's driveway. They know which room of the house. This is the sixth time that these two teams have played since New Year's 2023.
Wow.
Including the third time this year, November, December, and now January. They split the regular season. Let's go to the big crab cake to see if the 3-seed Ravens of John Harbaugh could beat the 6-seed Steelers of Mike Tomlin. Coaching against each other for the 38th time only. George Halas and Curly Lambeau 49 times more. First quarter, here we go, Baltimore. Lamar jukes Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's running right away, Lamar. Not that he doesn't run, but this was planned. Derrick Henry, when's he going to get the ball? Well, real quick. Runs off left tackle inside left guard. First down, gain of 12 on the play. Then 1st and 10 from the 46 of Pittsburgh. Direct snap to 22. Look out! More powerful than a locomotive. 34-yard run. He powers through Fitzpatrick. Who loves it? Lamar.
It was clear early and often the Baltimore Ravens were the more physical team, Boom.
And that's something when you play the Pittsburgh Steelers. Under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lamar, do you think he has time? That offensive line played great. Rashad Bateman for the touchdown. 95-yard drive, 13 plays, 7-0 Baltimore. Early second quarter. Russell Wilson, could they get going? Freiermuth, but stopped short by Darius Washington.
A really good tackle by Washington. Got his head across the bow, didn't gain a yard, created a 4th and short. I'm not so sure I wouldn't have gone for this if I were Mike Tomlin.
I got it, though. Let's make Baltimore drive the length of the field. They can't do it twice in a row, can they? Maybe they could. Lamar. Well, this was more, okay, nobody open. I can do this. I can run 20 yards. Now, we're already, like you said it, they look like they had somewhere to go, these teams, right? Under 5 to go in the half. Henry gets the toss. Oh, that's outside of Stanley. There's Ricard over there. There's Likely blocking, a 17-yard game. Ravens marching again. Then Lamar, Henry, up the middle. You are not stopped. 85-yard drive in 13 plays. They didn't throw it once.
Really good block by the interior 3, Boom. Down, pull the backside guard, and Derrick Henry coming downhill.
So 14-0 under a minute to go in the half. Ravens ball again. Can they score at the end? Lamar to Nelson Aguilar, gain of 25 yards. We know that Flowers couldn't play this game. They ran a lot. The guys were ready. They were open. And Mark Andrews is always ready for Lamar, who steps free of the Steeler rush. Andrews well past the first down, a gain of 20. Pittsburgh couldn't even stop them when they thought, okay, let's just get out of here at 14-0. It's likely that it would hit Isaiah. Stiff arm, Isaiah Likely, Cameron Sutton. He's down inside the 5. Stiff arming left and right.
How many stiff arms did we see? Derrick Henry and Likely both stiff arming Steelers.
We're still in the first half. 11 seconds to go in the half. Second goal from the 5. Is there justice in the world? Well, we can't get him down, and it's Justice Hill. Touchdown. 21-0 Ravens.
The improvisation of Lamar Jackson, you can't get him down. Keeping the play alive, Boom.
And so, John Harbaugh's club gets the ball in the third quarter. But the Steelers, give them credit, they held them. So they punted. Now Pittsburgh 3rd and 9, 0-3. Russell Wilson, is it going to be a safety? No, it's Calvin Austin who takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Yeah, really good concentration there by Austin. Nice layered throw over the linebacker by Wilson. And just maybe you thought the Steelers had some cooking.
25-yard gain. Russell on 3rd and 5, 0-33. Mike Williams. He's on the red line. I think he is. He's outside. He's outside the red line. 37 yards. Then just over 8 to go in the third quarter. Russell, Van Jefferson. Hey, where was this? 21-7.
Yeah, really good throw there by Wilson. Nice ball, and the Steelers have life, Boom.
Ravens next drive, 1st and 10. Little play action. Lamar feeling pressure as the Steelers could bring. That's Highsmith and T.J. Watt. Old-time Warriors. Steelers defense trying to neutralize it, but then there's Lamar to Tylan Wallace. See, everybody on the roster involved a little bit in the passing, and then a couple of guys whose names you know in the running. Steelers surrender a first down, then Henry, look out! Get out of my way! And this guy is, he's 6'3", 247. You're not catching him. 28-7. Then, next drive, Pittsburgh. Screen to Najee Harris. Steelers again, giving it a go as you knew they would. Gain of 21. Let me sit for a minute. Wilson. And George Pickens showed up today. Oh, wow. He keeps going in the end zone. 28-14, maybe, just maybe.
Another good layup throw there behind the corner in front of the safety, and George Pickens makes a huge play for the Steelers.
Under 8 minutes to go in the game. Well, in the fourth quarter, let's put it that way. You never know. Russell to Pickens, kind of moving. No flag. They called him earlier on a flag, which was a good call,
Absolutely,
right?
good call.
And then Russell, Dafe Owe, no way, says Owe. You're getting sacked. They sacked Russell 4 times. That's a 7-yard loss. Then Wilson out of the crest to Austin. The Washington, and that's correct. It's 4th down. Bat it down because you get the ball about midfield. Good play. Turnover on downs was 4th down. Ravens next drive, 5 to go. Lamar, first down. Tick, 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 tick. 299 yards rushing. Let me repeat that. 299 yards rushing for the Baltimore Ravens, and for the Pittsburgh Steelers, 29. Guess who won? Ravens 28, Steelers 14, or Kimberly Martin with Lamar Jackson after the win.
Lamar, you guys came out dominated in the first half offensively. You guys leaned heavily on the run. Why was that?
I mean, shout out to our offensive line. Shout out to Derek. Shout out to Justice. You know, those guys just came in the game plan. They seen the game plan earlier this week, and they just dove in it. They was prepared for this game. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know, this is the type of playoff atmosphere game where things can go either way, and our guys just ran the ball how they're supposed to.
One of those guys was Derrick Henry. 2 touchdowns, almost 200 yards on the ground. What can you just say about what he has meant to this offense?
Man, it means a lot to our offense, man. Workhorse, a guy who wants to do everything right. You know, it could be something small that it can be a small mishap, and he just he felt like the world ended or something. You know, that's the type of guy you need. You know, in the backfield on your team. Great leader, great all-around player, great person, man. I can't say enough about him.
Sounds like he's a perfectionist like you then.
Man, I'm trying to get like him. He just turned 31 and still looking like he's 21. So, oh no, he the perfectionist.
Now, you guys won't know who you're playing next week until tomorrow. What will tomorrow be like as you wait to decide who you're facing?
Like another day, you know, off day. And then, you know, Monday come, we just diving in that playbook and see who we got.
You know, congratulations to the Ravens, man. They were the better group today. That was obvious. And really, you know, the X factor was Lamar's unique talents. It seems like every time we got him behind the sticks, he made up for it, or we got him in a possession down circumstance. He extended and won those circumstances, and we never really found a fluid answer all day. Obviously, that was highlighted by our inability to convert third downs in the first half, and they wore us down a little bit. The fatigue component of it became a factor. And so, you know, you can sum it all up to say that they were certainly the better group today.
Well, and they were a few weeks ago, so Pittsburgh won the first game, and neither team got to 20, but the Ravens. All right, big picture. I was in Baltimore this week, as you know, but we can get more on that in a moment. Interview Derrick Henry, and by the way, he had, 186? His last playoff win was as a Titan in this building at 195. So, I mean, he likes playoff games in that building, okay? That may be their last one, that may not be. To me, the Ravens, you know, they have other dragons to slay coming up, but Pittsburgh has been their kryptonite until they beat them a few weeks ago. They lost 8 of 9 as a team. This was a chance to make 1 as an accident, 2 as a trend, kind of obliterate that problem for them we can handle Pittsburgh. That's a big step for the Baltimore Ravens.
No doubt about it, Boom. And anytime you play an AFC North game, especially these two, the more physical team usually wins. And you stated 299 or 29. That's a 270 yards rushing advantage that the Baltimore Ravens had of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the physicality of the Ravens offensive line was first and foremost paramount. You saw that, Derrick Henry. And one thing you always see in playoff games, Lamar Jackson runs the football a little bit more in the playoffs. The games count a little bit more. His ability to run the football on the zone read and making sure that the chains are continuing to move, it was evident early on, over and over and over again. Double-digit carries for Lamar Jackson. Go back and look at any postseason game that he's played. He's going to have double-digit carries, and tonight was no different. He set the tone and the tenor for his team, and Derrick Henry followed, and the rest of the Baltimore Ravens rallied around those two, and you saw a physical domination by the Ravens.
But just historically, that's the third biggest advantage, if you will, 270 yards more rushing for the Ravens than Pittsburgh. Third biggest in playoff history. The biggest, well, the Bills did it in 95, 271 against Don Shula. I think that was his last game. The Chicago Bears in 1940 outraced Washington by 360 yards. By the way, they won 73-0. I think they covered. Look, Derrick Henry becoming a Raven has taken a little bit of the pressure, not pressure to win games, but pressure off Lamar. There's another big star here, but not, we're fighting for it. Thank you. I don't have to feel like this is everything. Did Lamar do this? Did he not do that? It's paying dividends, and then the XO speaks for itself.
Batman and Robin. It's no longer just Batman. Batman has Robin to go with him, and so I don't always have to be a 10. I don't always have to do it all by myself. I can take a breather. Derrick Henry, Boom, for him to be 31 years old, to be in such physical condition, he's 6'3", 250 pounds, and after a while, after you hit him once or twice, by the time you get to hit him time 15 or 16, the hits start to take a toll. And you heard Mike Tomlin say, we wore down. The reason you wore down is you're trying to hit that 250-pound man for 4 quarters. The physicality of the Ravens, Boom, is going to be something to deal with. And I think if you're Baltimore, you won this game at the line of scrimmage. Zay Flowers didn't play. Your best offensive player, not named Lamar Jackson or Derrick Henry, did not play, and you dominated a division rival. This was a really, really good win for the Baltimore Ravens.
They feel they can, I don't want to say dominate any other team, but you saw what they're about in case you.
No question.
Derrick Henry at 31, I mean, he turned 31 last week, raised, it was the highest yards per carry he's had in his career.
Yes.
He's played 5.9 yards a carry.
Yes.
I mean, today was over 7. All right, Pittsburgh. In the season, Baltimore has won. They're having ended their season. They won 5 in a row. Pittsburgh has lost 5 in a row. We said mid-November, when they're usually the hunter, not the hunted.
Yes.
Was their form of football sustainable? We're not knocking them. Turnovers, they were second best in football behind Buffalo, plus minus. But, we rely on turnovers and 30-yard drive. We don't have enough offense, and you fall behind 14-0, 21-0. We don't have that. And your defense is forced to play uphill, and those are proud warriors. You're asking a lot of them through 18 games now.
And those warriors you're talking about, Highsmith, Watt, Hayward, those guys have been doing it a long time. I think the best way to surmise Pittsburgh, Boom, is everything that they're trying to do offensively seems so hard. Like, they can't just run in the kitchen and make a quick sandwich. They gotta pull out the recipe book. They gotta pull out all these different ingredients and put it together. Like, everything seems so hard offensively. And if Russell Wilson is not throwing a moon ball or a 50-yard ball down the field to get a big play, they don't know how to create explosive plays. If you watch them on tape, it's either check down or moon ball down the field. There's nothing intermediate. Their offense is it's take a little bit or get a lot. And it's hard to move the football in the National Football League that way. They have to figure out a way to make offense easy, because right now offense is very difficult for them.
That's a good way to put it. Oh, we get to food. Everybody understands food. I mean, sandwich, I got to look it up. What do I get? Bread? Do I have mayo?
Yeah.
You know, Mike Tomlin, hey, you know him from your Tampa days. We all respect everything he and the Steelers stand for. They can't keep going like it because those guys up front and some of their other defenders, they're still, I mean, Watt and those guys, they're great. But you just, I think the 3 games in 11 days.
Yes.
Okay, now, they would never say it because Houston did it. We'll get to them in a minute. Kansas City did it in 1-2, and Baltimore did it in 1-2.
Yeah.
But for those guys playing always, okay, defense, can we keep the team? Can we keep the team in 3 games in 11 days? I think it hurt them a lot more than even they know at this moment. That's not an excuse. I'm just saying what I think.
It's a reason they lost 5 in a row. They finished the season on a 5-game losing streak. And I think at some point, Boom, you can't continue to put a Band-Aid on a wound that needs stitches. And that wound is the quarterback position. Since Ben Roethlisberger, they've been searching. Kenny Pickett wasn't the answer. Russell Wilson, Justin Fields. At some point, they have to figure out the quarterback position and get some more playmakers. George Pickens, can you be consistent throughout the season? T.J. Watt, can we make sure that you are impacting the game 1 the same way you're impacting game 16 or 17? So those are questions they have to answer. Cam Hayward, he's first-team All-Pro. How long can that last? And so those things that they got to figure out in Pittsburgh, but it all stops and starts at the quarterback position. It's time to find something and put stitches on it where it can heal and stop putting all these different Band-Aids on it, Boom.
I thought we would see Fields. It didn't change the game because there's already 14.
Right.
I thought we would see running packages with Fields. Not a play here, a play there. In the end, by the way, the Ravens were ready for it.
No question about it.
So
Yeah, exactly.
how much would it have worked? We don't know. Pittsburgh valiant to at least stay in the game. Baltimore is going to be a force, even though they probably will be on the road. Now, over to the other AFC game. At least we got one more on Sunday. So this one, Jim Harbaugh changed the Chargers into a 5-game winning streak to end the season, and they're in it as the 5 seed. Houston, they started 5-1, under 500 the rest of the year. Could they pull themselves up by their britches, if you will, deep in the heart of Texas? Here we go. And it's always the AFC South, like in the Saturday early wild card game. By the way, Houston's won a lot of them. And, of course, Jim Harbaugh, D'Amico Ryans, they're in there winning again the division. Justin Herbert and the team wearing L.A. Fire Department. And God bless the fire department and every first responder, because that job is going to go on and on and on. And God bless them, and God bless the folks in L.A. C.J. Stroud, Dean Leonard. So the Chargers defense, Stroud looking like he had the last month and a half, right?
Yeah, really not sure where he was throwing that ball. Just a bad pick by C.J.
And so the Chargers, good field position. Justin Herbert looking for Quentin Johnston. But the double coverage and the DBs of Houston had a big game. That's Kamari Lassiter.
Roll right, throw it 40 yards back across the field left. That's something that an elite quarterback doesn't do.
Look at this. They're down 6-0, and they're going to be a safety. But they get out. They start this drive at the 1. The reason we show this, that's Mixon getting 7 yards, because this is the play with 2.5 to go. Like the Harlem Globetrotters, they made a disaster turn into something great. Stroud, Xavier Hutchinson, how'd they do it?
Here's what happens, Boom. Anytime there's a fumble, the defenders stop. We start looking at the ball, and they allow the Houston receiver to get wide open.
So, I mean, Houston looked abysmal offensively, okay? But then, under 2 to go, that play kind of loosened the Texans up. Nico Collins, Diggs is gone. Dell got hurt. But Nico Collins, they couldn't account for him come this moment and on in the game for the Chargers. 37 yards. And Stroud, that's the way the Texans won the division. Collins, touchdown, being outplayed, but they're up 7-6.
Really good throw on a slant route by Stroud.
Chargers 3 and out, 22 seconds left in the half, really? And Stroud's going to run and run and run for 27 yards, setting up Fairburn with a field goal. D'Amico knows, you know what? They were better than us this half, but we're up 10-6. No. Third quarter, Stroud, Joe Mixon had an interesting game. Mixon matched by Tony Jefferson, who forces a fumble, and maybe the Charger defense, they're playing their role.
Yeah, that pass was a behind the line of scrimmage pass. Mixon was going to throw it, decided not to, and then he fumbled.
So they take over. Now the Chargers 4th and 2 at the 34. Herbert, play action. He was open. Johnston, Derek Stingley Jr., what a game he had, Booger.
No doubt, absolutely glue coverage there from Stingley.
And now next Texan possession, because that was 4th and 2. It changes over. Stroud looking for Schultz. Derwin James was huge. Now, first of all, does the right thing. We don't wait for the call. Maybe I picked it. Maybe they didn't touch me. I'm going to try to score. That's a veteran move, and you play to the whistle. So James all the way back to the 41, but now there's a lot of things to look. A, did he pick it off?
No doubt, Boom. If you can see right there, the point of that ball hits the ground, and they deem that the ball was not caught right there. The point of that ball hits the ground, and he did not have control, so therefore there was not a pick, although there was a personal foul on Joe Mixon, so the personal foul counts, the interception doesn't.
Yeah, interception does not. The personal foul does. We told you Mixon was an in-and-out day. The Texans get a field goal, 13-6. Herbert for Ladd McConkey. Overthrown. Eric, eat, drink, and beat Murray. I know that's Eddie Murray's nickname. I know, but I had to use it. And my goodness, a pick six.
A slight overthrow there, McConkey. If you asked him, he would like to catch that ball, but a pick six there from the Texans.
20-6. Houston?
Texans?
Houston, we have no problem. Early fourth, Herbert off the hands of Will Dissly, picked up by Stingley. Oh, this stings the Chargers. Down to the 13-yard line. 3 interceptions all year thrown by Herbert. 4 today. Wow.
That was a theme throughout the day. Charger receivers, hands on ball, going to Texans.
And the Texans get a field goal by Fairburn again, 23-6. Herbert to McConkey. He had 9 for 197. Nobody's gaining ground on him here. Look at the rookie score. It's 23-12. But just when you thought it was going a little bit the Chargers' way, watch the extra point. Dicker, the kicker, blocked. Let me knock it down, but doink! Dicker doinked, and then D'Angelo Ross. It's a live ball. You can get 2 points if you go all the way. And look at, there it is. Doink.
That's just not knowing the rules right there. Once that ball is blocked, it's a live ball. Don't knock it down, cover it, and make it down. Nice return there by the Texans for 2 points.
Frank Ross is a special teams coach. You think he liked it?
He's excited.
Why would he be excited? You never see it 25-12, but it is a 2-score game, not 3. 4 minutes to go. Now Mixon, we told you he had an in-and-out game. That would be in. Stiff arm, it's the playoffs.
No doubt, Boom. Look at the stiff arm, the physicality there, and then the wherewithal to go down, stay in bounds, and keep the clock moving.
So, now later in the 4th and 1, can they get a first down? It's another stiff arm. Get out. Mixon in the end zone. You know, the second half of the year, he had 1,000 yards, but and slime for the Texans. You know, they win this round. The Texans are, I think, 6-2 in this round. They win this round, and I didn't see anyone like Chargers. Houston probably saw it. We're at home, and they look, at least for the second half, like the team that won the division for the second straight year. Our Lindsey theory afterwards with Nico Collins.
Your defense today, Justin Herbert came in with 3 interceptions all season. 3 interceptions today. What did you see from those guys?
You know, that defense is swarming, man. That's our secondary nice, man. Stain, Lamar, man, everybody, man. That D-line, that front 7, everybody. And our defense, man, is playing. You know, they kept us alive. They got that momentum going for the offense. That's what we needed. You know, I feel like we was all playing for each other today and having fun. You know, between these lines, we left it all out there. And I feel like we got this dub, man. I feel like we're blessed for that and happy for it.
I felt no one panicked. Like, everybody just kept playing. Like, even though we put the ball on the ground several times, nobody panicked on the entire team. And then when you need it most, like, our offense needs to step up and get something going for us and to have a 99-yard drive, like, it's outstanding by everyone. Like, and so we want to see from our offense just throughout the entire year. We know it's been some inconsistencies, but to see everybody put it together when we need it most here in our first game of the playoffs, and couldn't be, again, more happy for everybody and just where we can continue to ascend if we do things the proper way.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, I let the team down, and you can't turn over the ball like that and expect to win and put the team into a tough position there with 4 turnovers like that. So, you know, the defense hung tough. They got some turnovers. They gave us opportunities, but I just have to be better.
Yeah, it's a favorite team, favorite ball team I've ever been on. And, you know, one thing I can promise you is the sun will come up tomorrow, and we'll be attacking it with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
Why is it the favorite team you've ever been on?
It just is. The favorite football team. My family at home. Those are my 2 great loves: family at home and this team.
You know what? The Chargers, he turned him in. We'll get to the Chargers in a moment. Congrats to them on a really nice season. Not the way they wanted to end, but I will tell you this. Houston looked much more, not exactly, but at least for the last 30 plus 4, 34 minutes, like the team in the first half, Booker, that went 5-1, that beat Buffalo, among others. Stroud looked much better. But complimentary football. The defense held them in it until the offense got a feel. And then the defense took charge with the DB Stingley, and they are fast. They close on the ball fast, and they did it today.
Especially playing in that building, that boom, inside on that turf. But this game all turned with C.J. Stroud because it was kind of ho-hum. Or is this the Texans that we've been seeing the latter part of the year? And then that play where the ball was snapped through his hands and he had to go out and make an improvisational play down the field, that play changed everything because we got the C.J. Stroud boom that we saw at Ohio State against Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. It was outstanding. He was accurate with the football, throwing the football down the field. He was running, using his legs to make plays. But this play right here changed the entire game, boom, because at this point, it wasn't going well, but then the momentum shifted and the Texans started to play ball. C.J. Stroud played his best football of the season at the most important time, and I think that's what you got to feel positive about if you're the Texans.
4 sacks, obviously 4 picks. That's huge. And now we go to the Chargers side. I mean, we have Houston next week.
Yeah.
They know that the next round they won't be home. They could have a home game if they win another one, but we haven't even seen Buffalo play yet. But they're going to go to the Kansas City or to. Well, we'll see where they go. They know the Baltimore won. They might go to Baltimore. They'll go to one of those 2 teams, okay? So to Kansas City or to Baltimore. We'll see. So we're not trying to compare a couple years ago when the Chargers led 27-0 against Jacksonville.
Right.
And they were outscored 31-3 and they lost the game by 1. The fact is that they were up 6-0. Again, I'm just giving the facts. 32-6 they were outscored by Houston. So that's more. This is different.
It is.
They're much better.
Right, they are.
But that's once and then it's twice. Where's that on?
Well, I think this time, boom, you got to look at the quarterback. When Harbaugh took the job, he said, my number one goal is to take pressure off the quarterback. And throughout the regular season, he did. Justin Herbert only threw 3 interceptions. They played complementary football, running the ball, controlling the line of scrimmage. He had 4 interceptions today. And so Jim Harbaugh has to ask himself a question. Why did my quarterback make throws that he hadn't made all season? Rolling right, throwing it 45 yards back across the field, throwing a pick, underthrowing balls near the end zone. Justin Herbert played his worst game of the season at the most inopportune time. And if you're Jim Harbaugh, you have to ask yourself that question, why did he do it? And yes, he did not have any help. There were receivers that dropped balls. They got to retool the receiver position. Quentin Johnston needs to become more consistent. Ladd McConkey was the one consistent thing that he had. But at the end of the day, the quarterback's got to play better. And I think everything with them stops and starts. The defense was really good. But at some point, the offense has to help the defense out.
Yeah, they do. And Houston, look, they move on. And they look like a team that can do some damage, albeit we'll see after tomorrow where they're going. They know that they're going to be on the road. Game balls, all right? We're speaking of Houston. We saw the DBs, but you're looking somewhere else?
And no doubt, Boom. For me, it's got to be the Houston front four.
Okay.
They dominated the game, Boom. You talk about 14 pressures, 4 sacks that led to 4 interceptions. They made life miserable for Justin Herbert up and down the field, Boom. Danico Autry, Will Anderson, Danielle Hunt, it did not matter. They got after the quarterback. They dominated the Charger offensive line. And so D'Amico Ryans, I know he's going to smile because his defensive line, they dominated tonight.
Is there any question where the game ball is? I saw him Wednesday. He was great. I'd never met him. Maybe a handshake at a Pro Bowl. Derrick Henry with 186 yards to pace a 299-yard rushing day for the Ravens. He in December and January gets better. I don't know how he does it. He just turned 31, but it's just like in the fourth quarter, do I really want to tackle him and stop him? Yeah, you do. And by the way, 3 games on Sunday, and we'll have them all for Sunday NFL primetime wild card weekend. After this will not be as fast a game as the Ravens and the Steelers. The Bucs hosting the Commanders, but so we'll be on whenever it is, 11:30 Eastern, give or take. reiterated one thing about the Chiefs with the one, and since the NFC hasn't played yet, but this is running for 3 days, we can't get into it. Kansas City knows that no matter what happens, if Buffalo wins, loses tomorrow, they will not have to play both Buffalo and Baltimore. However, that's what the bye does more than even home field. Keep that in your pocket when you watch tomorrow.
And if you're Kansas City, you feel really, really good about that.
Well, they're also not playing this week.
No question.
They even feel better. Hey, we're going to go in the kitchen. We're going to make a sandwich. We're not going to look at the instruction book, the cookbook.
I like it.
And we're going to serve you the meal tomorrow. For Booger on Boomer, thanks for watching Saturday Wildcard NFL Prime Time.